Hello students, welcome back to Biogenesis. Today we are going to discuss one of the most important part of our human central nervous system, that is the human brain. Basically, the central nervous system is made up of two organs, brain and spinal cord. Human brain is considered as the central information processing organ. It acts as a command and control system of the human body. The human brain is also considered as the highest coordinating center of the nervous system. Do you know why? Because human brain receives informations from different parts of the body, processes that information and sends appropriate responses through nerves or neurons. So let us understand in detail about the human brain. The brain is highly developed in human beings and it is formed of very large number of neurons. If I talk about the weight, then in an average adult, basically in case of human adult female, the brain weighs 1.2 kgs and in case of adult male, it is 1.4 kgs. Although it makes up only about 2% of the human body weight, but do you know it consumes nearly 20% of the oxygen and glucose used by our body? So this shows what? How active and energy demanding our human brain is. Since the brain is a very delicate structure, it is encased in a bony case called cranium. What is the function of cranium? It protects it from external injuries as well as from the mechanical shocks. The brain is covered with meninges, and as you can see, the meninges is a tri-layer membrane. The meninges from the outside to the inner side is the layers are dura mater, arachnoid mater, pia mater. Dura mater, it is the outer tough and fibrous membrane. Arachnoid matter, it is the middle delicate membrane. Pia mater, it is the thin highly vascular membrane. Now, in between the arachnoid mater and pia mater, there is a space that is filled with a special type of fluid called CSF. What is the full form of CSF? It is cerebrospinal fluid. What are the major functions of the cerebrospinal fluid? It serves the major three functions. The first one, it maintains a constant pressure in and around the brain. It protects the brain against shocks and mechanical injury. It helps the exchange of nutrients and waste products between the nervous tissue and blood. Now let us understand two important terms, that is the gray matter and white matter. If you see the diagram of our brain, then this outer portion of the cerebrum appears gray in color. This is labeled, I have labeled it as cerebral cortex. This gray matter is formed by the fusion of the neuron cell bodies. And the major functions are like thinking, intelligence, learning, all the important functions are done by this gray matter. White matter, the inner portion of the cerebrum is made up of white myelinated axons of neurons that form the nerve fibers, and it is considered as the white matter. Now, in case of brain, if I draw a hypothetical diagram, that the brain outer side, that means the cortex, is made up of gray matter and the medulla is made up of white matter. We can see the vice versa thing in case of spinal cord. What is that? The inner medulla or the inner portion of the spinal cord is made up of gray matter, whereas the outer portion of the spinal cord is made up of white matter. The human brain is broadly divided into three parts. Forebrain, also called prosencephalon, midbrain or middle brain, also called mesencephalon, hindbrain or rhombencephalon. Let us understand each part in detail. This prosencephalon or forebrain is made up of cerebrum, diencephalon, olfactory lobes. Cerebrum is considered as the largest part of the human brain, and near about it occupies 80 to 85% of the total brain, and it is also known as telencephalon. Cerebrum, if I see the brain, then cerebrum is divided into two hemispheres. This is the left hemisphere, this is the right hemisphere. And this hemisphere is connected with a tuft of nerve fibers. And this fiber is called what? This fiber is called the corpus callosum. Diencephalon is made up of epithalamus, thalamus, hypothalamus. Thalamus and hypothalamus we will understand as per the syllabus. Olfactory lobe is also known as rhinencephalon. Midbrain, also called the mesencephalon, is composed of optic lobe or corpora quadrigemina, crura cerebri or cerebral peduncle. Rhombencephalon, hindbrain, is composed of metencephalon and myelencephalon. As you can see, metencephalon is composed of pons and cerebellum, and myelencephalon is composed of medulla or medulla oblongata. Cerebellum is considered as the second largest part of the brain. So that's all for today's video. In the next video, we will explore the functions of each part of the brain in detail and understand how they work together to control our body.